What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? When it comes to protecting what matters, Pacific Life provides life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits for people and businesses building a more confident tomorrow. Strategies rooted in strength and backed by experience. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music.
And probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hey everybody, this is Lori and Julia, and we are still loud.
Still loud.
We've got an exciting show for you today, and just want to thank you all for listening, and again, for liking us and subscribing to the Still Loud podcast.
That's right.
We are having a blast, and I hope you guys are loving hanging out with us.
I mean, we're having fun, and I think people are enjoying just hearing from us again.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. All right, so the big movie that's opening this weekend.
That's right. Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Just a nitpicky thing. No other biopic has the artist name in the title. So it's just kind of, it already shows you they knew no one would know where Deliver Me From Nowhere meant. So they 100%. Had to slap Springsteen on the front of this
because
biopic.
We had like Walk the Line, or we had
Rocket Man, but
right.
You never say that, you know, it's just kind of a just thing, but maybe Deliver Me From Nowhere is a line from the Nebraska album. So here's the plot storyline.
Okay.
So it's just a chapter, and Bruce Springsteen's journey crafting his 1982 album, Nebraska.
I was one of the few people who bought that album.
I bought it too. Why? Because it emerged as he recorded Born in the USA with the E Street Band. And it is a very, so it's just that chapter. So the band is wondering, why are we doing this depressing kind of album?
After our banger, Born in the USA.
Right. Jeremy Allen White plays harmonica and sings throughout the movie.
And you would know from The Bear.
From The Bear. And so like Born to Run, when you see that scene in the movie, that's Jeremy Allen White singing, and he took harmonica lessons, and Springsteen and Jeremy were on with Jimmy Kimmel like about a month ago. And Springsteen, first of all, he looks fine as hell. He's 78 years old. He looks so good.
He still has such big arm muscles, Lori. He really looks good.
Yeah, he really does. But he said, hey, this kid is better looking than I ever was, which I think he's delusional, because Bruce Springsteen was hot.
Beyond.
Always. He still is. And so anyway, that's like the little trivia, and it's rated PG-13. And
say the name of it again.
Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere.
All right.
And the Hollywood Reporter writes, the movies about depression are tough, but fans invested in the subject, Bruce, during a transitional moment of artistic and personal catharsis will be rewarded. Because the album Nebraska, mellow, but it deals with like his father was a depressed alcoholic and all these other things. While it falls, and it's recognized, Nebraska is recognized now is brilliant, but when it came out,
people were so disappointed.
Yes.
I remember being like, well, where's Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah.
What is this folk album doing?
And I think in the movie, we're going to see the band also questioning the E Street Band. What is this movie? Will Mavity from Next Best Picture writes, while it falls short of the brilliance of the Nebraska album itself, the director's approach offers a refreshing antidote to the formulaic music biopic, delivering a bleak yet moving exploration of an artist in crisis.
Okay, so it's
going
to be slow.
Yeah, the Hollywood speak is going to be slow
movie.
Robert Daniels for RogerEbert.com says the director doesn't try to tie neat bows with this movie. He allows the superstar to be flawed and damaged, but not in a cheap, melodramatic way, in a relatable way that actually gives you strength to find a reason to believe in seeking help. Springsteen becomes as raw and as frank as the characters in his song. And so I if you're a Bruce fan, you're going to see it. Bruce is behind this 100%. He's been to the movie premiered in New York in the middle of September. He's all for this movie. And he,
he's openly in his memoir that came out, I don't know how many years ago, talked about his depression, and he has struggled with it on and off throughout his life.
Yeah. So apparently,
I think it'll be relatable for a lot of people too.
There are plenty of real life anecdotes that this director, Scott Cooper, draws from Warren Zane's 2023 book, Deliver Me from Nowhere, the making of Springsteen's Nebraska, that is, filtered through the movie. So
can I just ask you two questions?
Yes.
Because I can't remember Lori at all. I remember I lived in Arizona at the time. I was loosely going to school either at Mesa Community College or ASU. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
Probably trying to get residency at Mesa Community College. And when this album came out and I'm listening
1982 is the year. Yep.
I'm listening to it and it's just so mellow.
Mm-hmm.
Did he actually go to Nebraska to record this? That was the one piece that I still don't really know.
Here's what Wikipedia says. Nebraska is the sixth studio album by Springsteen, released in 82. He recorded the songs unaccompanied on a 4-track recorder in the bedroom of his home in New Jersey.
Okay.
He had intended to re-record the tracks with the East Street Band, but decided to release them as they were after the full band renditions were deemed unsatisfactory. The tape contained 17 songs. 10 were used for Nebraska. The other 7 appeared in full band renditions on the follow-up album, Born in the USA, which comes out in 1984, or as B-sides.
What was the one that we had in high school, though? What was the popular one that we all got into in high school? I don't know.
Yeah, but Born in the USA comes after Nebraska.
I didn't know that. Okay.
It's the album. It's, oh boy. Because, some of the songs from Nebraska people are familiar with, like, I don't know, Mansion on the Hill, Johnny 99. But the Springsteen, I guess I didn't really realize that Springsteen's Nebraska album was his 6th. That he did so many. The River was in 1980. Born to Run.
That was
in
it.
1975.
That was the one. Okay.
That's the album where we fell in love with Bruce.
Okay.
Born to Run, Thunder Road was on that album. And he's got a beard and he just looks fine as hell.
Jeremy Allen, like you said, is actually singing the songs.
Yes, he is.
All right. I want to see this because I love Bruce Springsteen. And I also think Jeremy Allen is an amazing actor. And the trailer for this looks so good.
It looks really, really good.
It does.
And so that's, let's see how that does at the box office this weekend.
I hope it's good. And I'm telling you, really, we've seen great biopics.
I remember the first time I went to a Bruce Springsteen concert and I'm like, Casey, why is Bruce getting booed? Because everyone's like, Bruce, Bruce. And it sounds like boo, but I've never been to a show before.
Right.
But they're yelling Bruce. So Bruce can never be booed because boo sounds like Bruce.
You're right.
And so, but who would ever boo Bruce Springsteen anyway?
No one. How many concerts of his have you been to?
I think I've been to 5 now, including Casey and I went to the one where it wasn't the ghost of Tom Joad, but it might have been, but he wore moose knuckle pants and suspenders. He dressed like a Civil War guy. And it was a very satisfying concert, but it was like not
your typical Bruce concert, high energy?
No, it was for this album. It was done without the E Street Band.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called, but Casey and I had an absolute blast at it. And I was so excited to see him. And basically jodhpurs and like a pant that comes to the knee and then it has the high boot with the suspender.
Culotte?
Well, like what the soldiers wore.
Yes.
So, you could just see the display of manly moose
And
knuckle.
we know that he wears knee pads, right?
Yes.
He wears knee pads like Bon Jovi wears knee pads. The bangers who would slide around.
Bruce wears real motorcycle boots, not the springy, sprongy Hoka shoes that Bon Jovi
Okay,
wears.
the Hoka shoes were not out when Bon Jovi wore it. He wore Reeboks.
Whatever they were.
I remember when we both went, and he has a funny bounce.
He's
a
not a
bouncer.
good dancer. He's not a good dancer.
He's a bouncer. Yeah. I think I've only seen Bruce Springsteen in concert once.
Which?
At the Excel with Pookie. And I remember
Tell me you didn't leave early.
No, okay. But we stopped at fast food on the way home and just chowed down, and we just couldn't stop talking about how great he was.
Oh, he's so good.
We hit everything on 94 on the way east, and it was that was one of the most fun concerts.
Yeah.
He's wonderful.
Yeah, he is. So very excited about that. So the Bruce fans, I'm still mad about Timothée Chalamet, getting no love except from the Golden Globes for his amazing depiction of Bob Dylan. I thought that movie was so good.
Because that movie was great.
It was so great.
I couldn't believe he didn't win anything.
It was terrible. He really was good, but I don't know what is wrong with the Academy.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But I do think you think he's overexposed right now?
Timothée Chalamet? No, not at all. What have we even seen him in? We're going to see him in the movie with Gwyneth Paltrow, where he plays the guy who brings ping pong to the forefront of America's consciousness.
Is it really about
ping pong?
pong?
It's a true story. It's a true story.
Oh, I love to play ping pong. Ping pong is for everybody. That's just a fun, easy sport.
Played a lot of ping pong when I was a kid.
So did
at the rec center.
I think we had one.
Yeah,
I think
we did too.
Yeah, and
and my mom would always yell, "Stop smashing that at your sister," because you always really like to try and take out somebody's eye with a ping pong ball.
Oh, Lori, you probably did.
Another thing that people are going to be binging, it dropped on October 23rd.
Yes,
is the second season of the delightful show on Netflix, Nobody Wants Us, with Adam Brody and Kristen Bell.
And this is about Adam Brody is a rabbi and Kristen Bell is not Jewish.
But she becomes his girlfriend.
Yes.
They fall in love against all odds.
Against all odds. And it's loosely based on one of the Foster girls.
Erin Foster and her sister wroed it. And
it's such a great show if you haven't seen season one. I mean, I binged that in a night. That was just
my mom and I
delicious.
must have been out there last October because we watched it in like 2 days. We just couldn't. We just laughed and had so much fun. So I haven't had a chance to watch it, but in the trailer that I watched, I see Leighton Meester shows up, and she's Adam Brody's real life wife. And of course, they lost their home in the Malibu fire.
I know they did. You're right.
And
Lori.
so she's employed, and we haven't seen her act in anything. And it looks like this season is going to explore how do these two, because she said, first she says, well, I'm going to convert. No, we're going to be Jewish and Christian at the same time. And so it's going to be all the sort of ways because he's a rabbi, of the ways are they going to handle their relationship while having religious values that she might agree with, but knows nothing about or doesn't know any of the cultural and all these things. And so
it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. I think that there's going to be a lot of comedy in it. And of course, Tova Feldsha, I think she plays Adam Brody's mom.
She's so great.
She is great.
She is so great. The cast is so great. This show is just hands down a winner. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Same. So that'll be something that people are watching. I'm right now ready to give my, of course, I haven't seen, there's a lot of movies to come out, but I have my 4 favorite movies of the year so far. Sinners, Ryan Coogler's movie with Michael B. Jordan, the Superman movie, which was absolutely fantastic.
I still have not seen.
It's so good.
Okay.
Watch it so you can talk about it with your boys.
I still can't believe I haven't seen it.
True to the origin story. The movie Weapons with Julia Garner and Josh Brolin. It came out in August. Casey and I went to the theater. It is it is so clever. It is so good. It's about Julia Garner is a school teacher, and at 2:17 in the morning, all of the kids from her class leave their home and none of the parents know where they are. And then the story unfolds from there. Is it supernatural? Is it what's going on? And it is wildly good. And, Julia Garner has been confirmed. She's playing Madonna in the biopic, right? And then Caught Stealing with Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz, just because it's like the Coen brother movie that we didn't know we needed about 80s New York. So those are my 4 favorite movies of the year. And I give the feel-good movie of the year is Downton Abbey, the finale.
Oh, that was so great.
So as of 10/24, this is my list.
Thank you. Thank you, Lori.
I know everyone was waiting for that.
Everyone's taking notes about your favorite list. I know what a lot of people, it's kind of funny since we've started the podcast and people hear us talking about Envision again. Everybody is like, oh, I got to go there again. Thank you.
Your roommate from Paris is an Envision fan. All of her great glasses are from Envision. Yes, she
my
loves
roommate.
She loves this statement eyeglass, and because she said, I do the math on it, and it's worth it because they keep the glasses for so long, and they stay in fashion.
They stay in fashion, but they also just have the best lines that you're not going to find anywhere else. And I know a lot of people have different choices when it comes to eyeglasses, but it is so important to have the right fit that works on your face. It is your most powerful accessory. So, because contacts get dry and old as we age, it's just so wonderful to put on glasses and feel like this works. This is so pretty. I love them. They have great quality in all of their eyewear. And it isn't like big box shopping, Lori. It's a boutique with experts there. They make shopping so much fun. Go in and try in pairs. It's really not threatening. They'd love to see you. Tell them Lori and Julia sent you at the 4 great locations in Minnetonka, in the Galleria, downtown in North End, and as well as in St. Paul on Grand and Victoria. That's Envision Distinctive Eyewear. Okay, I have to tell you, Lori, what my Instagram feed is saying about me.
Oh,
and I
does
wonder.
It say something about you?
It does.
All right, I didn't know that.
Okay, so it's our Instagram feed. So, but I wonder if you get the same stuff as I do because we share our Instagram.
I mean, the last month I've hit a lot of fashion likes. I've watched every fashion show, and I just like all of the designers: Balenciaga, Prada, Diet Prada, Vogue.
Did you say Diet Prada?
Yeah, Diet Prada is the gossipy fashion Instagram site that's really good and dishy.
Okay, that sounds. So I never even have
we
the exact same site.
Yeah, so
but this is what I wrote down. Okay.
Okay.
This is, I'm going to summarize what Instagram thinks when I use it from my phone number.
Okay.
It thinks that I'm old, I'm wrinkly, I have blotchy skin, I have crepey skin.
Based on the ads that you get?
Oh, yeah. So here's...
Do they know our age? Do we fill that out on our Instagram profile? I think you have to give your birth date. So the ads are... messaged by age.
These should go to you then.
I'm only 4 years older.
I know, but I really, so
that's why.
But it's weird because
no, it isn't.
It's like 3 bottles of pure, unfiltered, natural goodness. I get that one every day about a body oil.
For
body
crepey
oil,
skin.
yes. I did a deep thing and bought something that I had to watch so many Instagram commercials and it kept going and going on.
So how to use it?
No, just for a cream. I mean, it's revolutionary. It's this, it's that.
Don't
blah,
fall
blah, blah.
for any of that.
Did.
Okay.
I did.
How
and
much
I bought
was it?
$100. I've got 3 of these things. It doesn't work. I don't want to say the name.
Don't give them any publicity.
It's a city in Florida,
okay.
A popular one,
okay.
To the very south, but not all the way.
Okay.
It's got a big airport, and a lot of people go there for Art Basel.
Oh, there, all right.
Okay, I have, but body oils, crepey skin, liquid shapewear. Now, this is something new. I haven't explored it. But what would liquid shapewear even be?
It's just trying
to paint on.
No, it's just trying to say that it feels like liquid on your body. You don't even know that you're stuffing yourself like a sausage into some kind of compression garment, but yet that is what you're doing. But they call it liquid to make it seem like you won't feel it. It won't even be on. Jeez. Marketing language is everything. I can Hollywood speak all of this.
I didn't care because I didn't even read about it, but I will say one thing about shapewear since the beginning of the Spanx time. I can't wear it.
Anymore.
It makes me have diarrhea. I just can never wear them.
Well,
that is just
thank
a
you
fact.
For sharing.
I'm just going to tell everybody. So if you see my pooch and all the other things, I just can't wear it.
Yeah.
I just cannot do it.
Well, it is very, it can be very uncomfortable. Yeah, it can be very uncomfortable.
It just hits me. Mm-hmm. And I don't even wear tight stuff. And I'm just like, get it off of me.
Yeah.
Again,
well, that's because you're at the we don't care age.
I am at such a we don't care. Bye-bye turkey neck. Gobble, gobble.
Oh, that's another one you get targeted with. Oh, yeah. I see these ads too. It's by the age of which one of you probably used your birthday because you set up Instagram. So that's why these are being targeted, because by the time people are in their mid 50s, I would say people start noticing the loss of elasticity in their skin, whether it's their face, their arms, their legs, their neck. And so this is targeted marketing at its finest.
It is, Lori, because you wore scarves for several years because you didn't like your neck. And then you went to Minneapolis Plastic Surgery. Board certified plastic surgeons work there.
I'm only letting someone with the most experience, do anything on me. But we trusted Dr. Jarvis back in 2004. When we got a brow lift.
We did get brow lifts.
But we kept quiet about it. We were ashamed of our need to look refreshed and younger. We thought
when
I
was 39 years old.
Yeah, we thought something. But that's the age.
Yes.
There are people in Hollywood right now, Emily Blunt, all kinds of people have already embarked on their brow lift journey, Julia.
Yeah, I do.
Those on the screen.
We
were behind a microphone, so the reason we needed it was not the same.
Not at all.
We just wanted it. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to go with somebody board certified with a ton of experience.
A ton of experience. That's what Minneapolis Plastic Surgery brings to you. All of their surgeons have a ton of experience. Call them today to have a consultation to figure out, what you can do. I literally, if I had time, Lori,
yes,
I'd do my boobs, my arms, my neck, my cheeks, my face.
Oh, aren't you ambitious?
Maybe my knees.
What about our podcast?
My knees. Okay. But I have to work and I have to work. But anyway, they are so fantastic. Minneapolis Plastic Surgery for more information. And then the other thing that I'm getting little ads for are little mini watercolor art sets. Remember when I did my mini Bob Ross art? I was trying to do watercolors for a while.
Never seen one of these, and I'm on Instagram too. We share an account.
That's
How
what
have
I'm
I never
saying.
seen it? Maybe it's the number that it gets fine-tuned by
from
the
my
number.
phone number, your phone number, and what you click on and what you like. It's just kind of funny. And then the other thing that I just had to tell you, because you know about my toe situation.
Your effort to have them stop growing together so you don't have to climb trees without shoes.
I did look up trending products for 2025, and really close to the top of the list is a toe separator.
Well, now having this
spacers.
conversation, our phones are listening. You're going to get ads now. Both of us are going to get ads now for this.
It has surged, and it's promoting healthy toe splay.
Yeah.
And really, they can't, I don't find that they've taken my toes back to their natural position at all.
No.
I really, though, I don't understand why my toes started to curl under like I needed to climb trees. So that is just something that I don't understand.
Are you saying that you haven't had a foot compliment at the gym for a while?
Oh,
I just got complimented on my feet at Pilates.
Do you go barefoot?
Oh, no. Heavens, no. But,
so, was it in the bathroom?
No, but I was switching into my Pilates socks maybe yesterday or whatever day it was warm enough, and I just had flip-flops on. And this lady's like, oh, your feet are so nice. They're so young looking.
Oh, Lori, your feet, your vagina, your neck. What else? What else?
I mean, I do have a bump on the fourth toe from wearing high heels, in the years that I wore high heels. But yeah, I don't have anything other than I got a hot foot, that I get. You
do have the hot foot.
I have
the
hot
foot. Feet.
Yeah. So everyone will have feet issues. Why? Because we've been on our hooves for all our life.
But the foot prep to go through to put on your shoes is kind of...
Well, Julia, you got old lady feet. I mean, that's just something...
How did all this happen to me?
I don't know. Some of it's hereditary. Your mom has terrible feet.
Why didn't I get more from my dad?
I don't know. He compressed his feet in shoes that always seemed like a size too small. He always bragged that he wore a size 8 as if it was something to be proud of. He would mash his feet.
So hard. I'm like,
he was so proud of his small feet.
Why are you proud of this? That really was a funny thing for him to be proud of.
Yeah,
and he would try to get in his little Baswegians with a shoehorn, and they're
without a sock, and he didn't
scribbled.
wear. They didn't have
what?
the petty socks for men hadn't been invented.
I couldn't understand it. I'm like, what is wrong with you, Dad?
He looked so cute in those loafers.
Oh, Daddy-o. Gosh, that's been over 10 years.
Oh.
I know. Your dad, how many years since your dad?
2 years since the zipper, That was one of the things, too, why I wanted to take the long nap from a regular radio show. Well, really, I just didn't want to be that responsible anymore. I just was tired of I've been responsible since I was 15. You have too.
I have too.
Yeah, but I needed to, be with my mom. I needed to feel sad about my dad, and I kind of felt like going to work every day, you put your grief to the aside, and I just really wanted to celebrate him and be sad about him when I wanted to, and then I wanted to spend time with my mom. And
that was the big thing, because your mom lives in a different city, and that was always hard because you never had enough time to fit it in with all your vacations. Lori.
Yes, Julia, and I became a Mariners fan, so as a result of that. But okay, you were going to tell me you had some Ozempic thing you wanted to talk to me about. Because I came across a story that I thought, I got to share this.
Okay, full disclosure, it will be 2 years this upcoming March, I believe. And I went on what do you call it when they mix it? What do you call those place bioidentical?
Are you doing an Ozempic confession right now?
Yes. So I talked to my dermatologist about it, and I talked to my regular internist about it, and I said, I can't lose these 10 pounds. I've been trying forever.
As long as I've known you.
So much weight after I got divorced, and I was just down to the final 10, and I'm, for basically 1 right now. Wink, wink. But boy, I'm not tall. That's nothing anyone's ever going to say about me. And I'm just like, how do I do it? So I went on a compound, GLP-1 compound. And I had
shot.
Yeah,
the jab.
The jab. And I had great success.
In the stomach.
In the stomach. I did the jab. No. Okay. I couldn't believe how good I was at just poking my stomach. Put in a little alcohol, put it in rawhide. And it really worked, okay? And then I quit after 6 weeks. Done. And
you lost the 10 pounds.
I lost my 10 pounds.
And is it true you just aren't hungry? You're just not hungry? That's the thing?
You aren't hungry. I mean, it really works, and then it slows down working, but it was enough.
Okay.
And then I lost my weight, and then until about a year and a half later, when I had my Achilles tendon problems, I had maintained. I mean, I do sound like I'm 200. I'm sorry, people. We all have them, and I'm not complaining. But I had one of my human growth hormones, where they spin your plasma out and shoot it into my Achilles because it hurts so bad all the time. Well, by the way, that hurts more than life itself. And I had to crawl for quite a while. But my Achilles has been down, and I gained 7 pounds in 10 days because all I want. Do the
jab again.
Well, I'm going to tell you. That's where my story is leading. So then I ate peanut M&Ms I can't tell you how many I ate, bags and bags and bags. So then I have now the extra 7, and I can't really play pickleball or my sports because my Achilles hurts. So I was struggling. So then I went on Wegovy, and that was a brand name from my doctor. And, we had to do all the stuff you have to do. And then I never felt the same way as it did as my other one. I never felt, for me personally, because it's everyone has their own experience.
Well, it's different medication too.
Right.
It's a different brand.
I never felt the same. I didn't want to eat.
Okay.
It was just completely different. I never got the oh, this is so great, I don't want to eat kind of thing. I never got that from that brand for me. And I was on it for, and I was on it for maybe 3 weeks. And just kind of, I'll do this much this week, or I'll do that much the next week. I'll do this much, which you're never supposed to do.
I was going to say,
but
that sounds wrong.
literally, I already, from my father, have a hair issue where when I was pregnant, my hair would fall out in front. Anyone who knows me, I shed. I am like a dog. Once a year, I shed. Well, this year, I usually shed in November, December. This year, it came on so hard in August and September, so hard.
Wegovy hair loss?
And that is one of the things about it. And, I'm at the same time medicating with minoxidil, and I have a hair, because this is an issue of mine. But it came out so bad, and I thought, I'm not getting the results. I'm done. I'm so done. But I do know so many people who these drugs are working miraculously for. Right. And Costco started earlier in the fall. They started selling Wegovy and Ozempic. And
across the counter?
No. Well, you need to have a prescription because they have prescriptions at Costco.
Right.
You need to have a prescription for $4.99 for a month dose. And just making access easier because there's like a website, Hers, that does it. And then people go through their doctor's office. But if you had a Citibank Visa through Costco, you get a little extra discount too. But I just think it's great making it accessible to people because they work. We have a lot of people we know who are on them that work. For me, I'm done because the hair was so shocking for me and it's my DNA and it's my hormones, that didn't work.
Have you examined yourself down there with the mirror? Have you looked at your pretty little kitty? I
had no hair loss there.
Okay.
If that's what you're talking about, because I have no idea where you're going with this.
I'm going with Ozempic vulva is a real thing.
Lori.
No, it's
Lori,
true.
Just wait.
It is
just
true.
Wait.
Dr. Terry Dubrow, from Botched and the Real Housewives of Orange County, married to Heather.
Oh, my word.
They were having a discussion about, the pros and cons of Ozempic, and we're just talking about all that stuff. And yes, one of the things that happens, and they don't like that they're talking about it, but doctors have noticed Ozempic vulva. And this might not be happening to people who are using it like maybe you were, but maybe long term. But yes, you heard that right. And if you were perplexed by this unfortunate biological change.
But what is it?
It's basically when you have, I'm going to let your imagination fill in. You know what a vulva is, which is the whole outside.
Yes.
Okay, when you have less fat, you have less estrogen. And when you have less estrogen, you have less lubrication, fullness of lips, less volume. And so it's a little shrunken up.
I feel like I'm going to cough if I start laughing. I've never, ever heard of this.
Because people aren't talking about it, or people have just been on it. Maybe someone who's on it for a long-term thing, they feel their little kitty and they're
think of it. You lose weight in your above, the mons pubis area.
Yes,
if you're losing weight, because that is a fat area. I just have never thought of that area storing extra fat.
Oh, Julia, there are people that go to the doctor because they have long labia lips and they're very unhappy.
I don't feel like this is just what everyone's rushing out the door to do.
No, but if you had...
Sure, if you had the situation...
If you had the situation where you had long labia lips...
It's kind of funny how this would pique your interest. Of course it would.
Of course it would, but it's just one of the things. So if you are on Ozempic, I want you to take a look at vulva right now.
Oh, not while you're driving.
No, not while you're driving.
But no one is going to do this.
No,
Dr. Barghini.
People will. People want to know or feel it. Feel yourself. Feel your fullness. Feel what it feels like.
I believe it because you lose weight everywhere.
Yes. And the Ozempic face thing, that's already been documented. The laxity in the skin and stuff like that. So it's like, do you want to be thin or you want to have a nice puffy vulva?
I want to be thin.
Okay, there you go.
And I think everybody you'd ever ask, they want to be thin. And if that's the least of my worries, who the hell cares?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm taking the puffy vulva.
Well,
I'm not going with the Ozempic
Well, the weight thing
vulva.
has never been your issue. But I do know that these are working for people. And I don't judge anybody. And I love that.
We're not judging it, but I want people to know that Ozempic vulva is real.
Oh, God,
and
Lauren.
to keep an eye on things and feel yourself and know thyself. Know what's going on. For all we know, there could be Ozempic penis. We don't know.
Okay, have you ever heard of a penis losing weight? Now that is one area I don't think gains weight.
No, I think it is what it is. But maybe the balls. I have no idea.
I think.
Again, men win at everything.
Yeah, they don't have to gain any extra weight in that area.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine. But thank you for sharing.
Yeah,
I just love knowing this. Oh my gosh, Lori.
Well, it's a real thing.
Okay,
it's a real thing,
and
people should know. It's like I feel like
But I will say one other thing that I did learn is follow your doctor, take the doses you're supposed to do it. Don't
do what you did.
I did by craziness, you know, because it really did affect me, and I'm just done.
That's
now.
probably why you lost your hair and you didn't lose any weight. You were doing it half-assed as you thought you were a doctor or something, and you could do it.
I thought I was.
Yeah.
I thought I was.
Well,
no, I'm not.
I refer to you as Dr. Julia behind your back.
I do. You do not, you little liar. I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that.
Want to hear a funny joke I heard at bowling? Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. It's a short, this one guy loves to tell me jokes, but I finally had to tell him, like I had to tell my husband, Casey, when he used to come home for the fire department and tell me that I knew a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy, these long jokes. I only like short jokes, you know.
Mm-hmm. I could never remember a long one. I'd forget the punchline.
Yeah, they're too boring. Mm-hmm. Everyone's losing attention. So
cut to the chase.
So he's like, I got a joke for you. And I said, only if it's a short one. And he said, yeah, it is. So here goes the joke.
Okay.
So this lady goes to her doctor, probably for her Ozempic vulva, but she says...
You're so lying. No one has ever done this.
She says, doctor, my butt hurts. And he says, where does it hurt? And she said, at the entrance. And he said, well, as long as you keep calling it the entrance, it's going to hurt.
Oh, Lori.
It's so bad.
Okay, that's funny.
That's
funny.
It is. I
like that one.
So... Anywho, all right, let's get back on another subject. You pick it.
Okay, I just want to talk about Real Housewives for just a second. I love the trashy escape of Real Housewives. I only watch a few. I didn't do OC like you, but Salt Lake is well into their whatever season we're in.
So good.
Well
Fourth
into
season.
It. And I think that Lisa Barlow is a nut job.
Very much
she
so.
is just a nut job. And I just, these women are so appropriate at places that they go because they always are fighting and screaming at each other. But I find such joy in everyone in this show. This show's so good.
It is so good. It's kind of like the gold standard of Real Housewives.
And Browen and her husband.
Todd, how would you like to be married to him?
Only for the bank account.
I
don't even think I could, because I would never sleep with them.
But yet they've been together for a long time. I will
Power attracts people.
Yeah, I will say Lisa did have probably the best line of the season when she called Bronwyn a gout dick sucker.
Hysterical.
And then Heather explained that was a Civil War term, and she was getting her cane and her laudanum. It was very funny. Heather is so good in her confessionals.
She really is.
But that show is bringing it. But I'm with you. I do not care for Lisa Barlow, yet I care for. I mean, I can't imagine acting this way. She's always 110%. If she gets mad at somebody, she gets so mad and she
doesn't let it go.
And then she always says things, condescending things like, can you imagine saying to a group of your friends, well, I lead a very different life than any of you ladies, so you can't possibly understand my fabulousness. I mean, who says that?
You haven't?
I haven't.
I'm just so kidding. No, first of all, who even thinks that?
But she really does think that. And then when she brought all of her show and tell boards at the beginning of the season about all the lawsuits that she's been involved in and that they've been dismissed, I find her tedious but enjoyable at the same time. But the person that I think is not bringing it at all is Meredith.
This is her year off.
She's a DJ. She's a DJ. That would be like you coming to tell me
I can't.
I am going to be a DJ now.
It would be.
And
my next career move. Don't you think it's a joke? Don't you think she's just doing something for a storyline? Because she's an attorney.
But she's not a practicing attorney.
What happened to her store in Park City?
She graduated from law school. That's it.
What happened to all of her jewelry stuff? She had
because all of it, none of it has worked. But anyway, that show's enjoyable very much. And Beverly Hills will be coming back very soon. I can't think of the date right now.
I can't either. Well, Browen.
Okay.
No, not
Bronwyn. You call her Browen. Bronwyn.
She has a show with Jimmy Fallon about brands.
That's Bozema, St. John from the Beverly Hills Housewives.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bozeman.
Not
Browen.
Yeah. Okay. Bronwyn.
I know it.
Okay.
I know.
Well, let's just move on.
Please, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I want to do a flashback because Julia, I like to think of myself as an experienced traveler.
I think we can all agree that that is true.
But there are many destinations that people want to travel to where you need an expert. And I'm talking about Borton Overseas, with over 100 years of experience sending people to destinations such as Africa, Scandinavia, Latin America,
Asia, Antarctica, Iceland.
And the thing that they do so well is curate the experience. If you want to join a small group, they always have different small groups traveling to destinations. We're taking a group next May to Scandinavia.
We'd love it if you joined us.
But they also can do custom itineraries if you're interested in going with one of these to one of these destinations. And travel agents rely on them, and they are just a tour operator. The reason they've been in business for 100 years is they know what they're doing, quite simply.
And we love working with them, and you will too. That's BortonOverseas.com for more information.
We were on the radio, drive time, at My Talk when this happened, and it happened almost 20 years ago. The author is James Frey. The book, his memoir, A Million Little Pieces.
I vividly remember.
And that book came out, Oprah picked it, and then he got an Oprah dressing down on her show that he had
lied.
She basically, you and I were very uncomfortable when she did this, because it was one of the first times we ever were truly upset with Oprah. She shamed him on her show for betraying the American public.
Big time.
And his publisher offered refunds. He was branded a fraud, and he was canceled before that term was even in its use.
Vogue, right.
And he admitted, did I lie? Yes. Did I write a book that tore people to shreds? Yes. Do people make up different stories that other people don't read? Right. All the time.
And it's his memoir, and it's his memory. Yeah. She was horrible. We had never seen anything like that. Don't read the book. She just felt like,
and you had read the book, and
I read it and I loved it.
It impacted you deeply.
I read it and loved it. I remember my poor family, because I couldn't get my nose out of it on New Year's Eve up at the cabin when the kids were little. Mm-hmm. I just couldn't. I loved that book. It was a page turner
because of the honesty.
Just whatever.
But it was very raw.
It was just raw, and it was good. Mm-hmm. And it was about his journey trying to get sober. And he was really messed up. And it's his memory. But we had never seen Oprah react like she was pissed.
Yes.
She was pissed. And I don't know if the Oprah Book Club was kind of newish at the time or what it was. But then she apologized to him too.
Years later.
And it was years later. But he really, you're right, Lori, he was canceled.
It was 2005.
Wow.
And it really, I remember thinking, why is he even going on her show to be finger wagged?
Right.
About that. And I remember just thinking, well, now I'm not going to read it because
you were never going to read it.
I was never going to read it. That's not really like my kind of book that I wanted to read or whatever. And so you'd read it, you'd told me about it, and I just thought, fine, that you read it.
I read
That's
it.
good. You read it for both of us.
Thanks for taking it for the team.
So anyway, he is back with a sexy, funny novel that is headed to the big screen.
Lori, I'm waiting for this. I read about him, I don't know, a couple months ago, and I put it on Libby. To put this book on hold.
It's his first new book in 6 years. It's called Next to Heaven, and it's a Connecticut sex murder mystery with what he calls big nods to Jackie Collins, Danielle Steele, and Tom Wolfe. And
all my favorites. I don't know Tom Wolfe, but I know the other two very well. Read all their books.
It's kind of like Vanity Fair writes that the characters in his new book would feel at home in the White Lotus extended universe. So there's a cash poor wasp art dealer. There's a agro hedge funder, a Bitcoin trading drug dealer who idolizes Eric Trump and Kanye West. The women are all tall, thin, deep blue eyes, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, the book, to which James Frey sold TV rights before the actual manuscript was even finished, takes place in Connecticut. It bears a striking resemblance to his home where he lives, caused something of a stir among his social set. At a party, someone whispered to his girlfriend, who happened to be a therapist and a horse therapist and a countess, that they'd heard the novel was all based on real people. He swears the characters are not real people, but he said, I've been in enough houses of hedge fund billionaires to know what kind of art they buy. So he describes a lot of the art.
Yes.
And for other details, he turned to GPT, what's the most expensive scotch in the world? So he could name drop that. The most expensive silverware sheet, so he could name drop these specific things. And the irony of readers sifting for facts isn't lost on him. If I'm published as memoir or nonfiction, everybody goes through it, tries to figure out what's not true. If I publish it as fiction, everybody goes through it and tries to figure out what it is. I sit in the middle and say, I wrote a book. I hope you dig it.
I actually, so I'm just kind of looking up a little bit about James Frey, because the question was, why did Oprah apologize to him? And she said she had been meditating on the issue and suddenly realized that part of her reaction to his book stemmed from her personally feeling duped and betrayed, like I said, because it was such a big story, but she was so awful. But he also wrote My Friend Leonard, which a lot of people read. And one that I read was Bright Shining Morning about LA. I love that book. I still have that book. So I'm excited to read this new one. The cover is an open mouth with a tongue.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to read it because I think
it looks good.
It looks so good.
Yeah, we are fans of Jackie Collins. When he name dropped that, I was just like, yes, yes, yes. And he still insists to this day that 85% of his memoir, A Million Little Pieces, was what happened to him when he was deep in his addiction. He said he thinks most memoirs are about 85% accurate, that people will disagree with any number of stories because they remember it differently.
Everyone does. And even not being an addict and being in my family, me and my sister have completely different memories of events growing up.
Absolutely.
And my brother, you know, who you're married to. I mean, just different.
It all depends on where you are in the family life, what age you're at, what's going on, everybody.
And this, A Million Little Pieces of, I think he went to Hazelden.
He did.
And then
that's where the opening of the book, right? Is that a Delta
And then he
Gate.
talks about the bus station that used to be down by First Avenue, the old Greyhound bus station. Yeah, the cover was two hands with little, like a pill that had been opened up, and it looked pink and yellow and everything. Yeah, I remember that vividly.
Yeah. So anyway, the name of his book is Next to Heaven. Yeah. If that sounds good to you. And it's, like I said, it's already been optioned. Somebody bought it before the manuscript was even finished for a TV show.
I'm kind of excited about that for him.
Yeah.
He was so shamed. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
We talked about it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then we didn't get mad again at Oprah until she left her talk show and started the OWN network and did all those trashy reality shows. Shania Twain.
Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan was really tragic.
Bobby Christina.
Yeah, she did that one.
She did that one.
We couldn't understand
The Judds,
but remember,
they were all terribly trashy reality, and we're
getting people at the bottom of their game. So, like when Lindsay Lohan, that you watched,
I watched it. All she did was pack and move and smoke
and throw stuff out of her window in New York City.
It was
drugs.
None of those shows were good. I watched every one of them.
Bobby Christina.
And it was after her mom had died, and we were like, what? And even Oprah now has said, I should have given myself a year off before I decided what I was going to do next, because I got talked into that and I went along with it, and it was against everything that I am for.
It was really weird. It was really weird choice, because we're like, why get all these people when they're at the bottom of the game?
Yes.
Because she celebrates
It was uncomfortable reality TV. Yeah. It wasn't done the way like E did the Kardashians or Bravo does the Housewives. It was really...
Because Bobby Christina was an addict and she was struggling, and that was filmed, and we didn't really want to see that.
It was painful. It was painful. Lindsay Lohan's was she just, like I said, packed, moved, and smoked is what she did.
I'm excited about her renaissance and her success now. And she seems so happy.
Yeah.
I never saw that Freaky Friday 2.
I didn't either, but I'd like to see it.
I would like to. I'm waiting for it to stream on a channel that we know.
I probably won't see it, though.
I watch it.
Yeah,
Will you watch it?
You watch it and you tell me about it.
Oh, Lori.
Yeah, I got a book for you.
Okay.
A cozy mystery. For once,
All
not
right.
one of my scary mystery. If you want a really scary book that's a psychological thriller about a guy who kidnaps this woman and passes her off as his quiet tenant, that's a book I can tell you about.
Okay, tell me.
It's called The Quiet Tenant. You will not like this book, by Clémence Michelon. And it's her first book. She's a French woman. It's her first book that she's written in English, but it's scary. This man kidnaps this woman, keeps her for 5.
I like some of those.
Keeps her for 5 years and tries to say that she's like this
Daughter or something?
long lost family member, Quiet Tenant, and psychological thriller, very much a page turner.
All right. The Quiet Tenant.
Yeah, The Quiet Tenant's Clémence Michelon. Very, very good. The other book that I'm recommending for you, because it's a cozy mystery.
Okay. Now, I love, like, the Thursday Night Murder Club is a
Yes.
cozy mystery.
It's
Okay.
Laura Lippman, and she's written a bunch of books. The Tess Monahan series. I don't think I've read any of those, and maybe we had her on our show for a book. She wrote the book Lady in the Lake. Laura Lippman. It became an Apple TV show.
I
became
never
a
watched
movie.
that because I didn't like the title.
Yeah,
It
Lady in the
sounded like
Lake.
the Loch Ness Monster to
Right.
me.
But the book that is the cozy mystery is Murder Takes a Vacation. And it's about this woman, Mrs. Blossom, who finds a lottery ticket blowing in a parking lot and picks it up. And it's like a winner chicken dinner for $8 million.
Oh, I love this.
And that's how it starts out. And her husband had passed away 10 years before. And she's never really, she's just had this, what she considers a small life. And she goes on a trip of a lifetime to Paris, and all kinds of things happen. And it's on a riverboat and going up the Seine. It takes place in Paris and London.
Oh, I love this, Lori.
It's a deadly international mystery. And it's just, it was playful because Laura Lippman writes grittier crime novels.
Yes.
So people who are big time Laura Lippman fans, this isn't gritty enough for them. But for people who like a cozy mystery, something that isn't going to give them hives, nerves, anxiousness, like my mom would like this. She would not want to read The Quiet Tenant. That would make her so uncomfortable.
And you liked this one, Murder Takes a Vacation.
So good. I'm like, somebody has got to put this on television, because it's, first of all, the protagonist is a 68-year-old woman who's of a more voluptuous stature. So there is she.
I love it.
Yeah. So anyway, it's very enjoyable. But I will just say, if you've read Laura Lippman books and you've really loved her gritty crime novels, this is her first foray into a cozy mystery book. So anyway.
Very, very good. I love how much you read. I can't recommend my rom-com books right now because
You haven't read any of them?
No, I have. I can't remember their titles. They're sitting right over there, but it's too far for me to walk. Our next podcast, we'll get at some of my titles that are lighter and fluffier, as it were.
I did read 2 books, actually, of Clémence Michelon. I read another good one called Our Last Resort that I liked quite a bit.
Which one did you like better, The Quiet Tenant or Our Last Resort?
Well, I read Our Last Resort first, and it's about 15 years ago, this woman and her brother escaped a cult, and now her brother is the prime suspect in a murder investigation. It isn't the first time. So I really liked that book. And then I found my way to, because she's only has the 2 books out, but she's just, I think
I love her name.
Yeah.
Clémence Michelon.
Michelon. And
Michelon.
she speaks, she's born in France. She lives in the United States now, but these are her. She's never written a book in English. So just imagine, you think in another language you would write.
Well, that's like what happened with Stieg Larsson when he did The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and those books just captivated us for years.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying, was it Stieg Larsson?
Stieg.
I think I'm right about that.
You are right about that.
All right.
For once, it's not my steel
We
ball.
we have covered a lot today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Guess what? We're going to do this again.
Yes, we are.
Talk to you later.